gotta get about the mics in here.
There you go. Go ahead.
What's up, everybody? It's your favorite drunk Uncle Noom Belichick calling all the plays, man. We got a special guest in the building today. We actually have two of them. Cecil, how you doing today, bro?
I'm good, man. How you feeling today?
I'm good, man. I can't complain, man. We're gonna get into that a little later, though. Hey, Ty, how you feeling today, my boy?
I'm good. It's a lot of rattling going on in my headphones over
Yeah,
there.
I'm trying to like jack something up over here on the microphone.
You know, y'all get about the mics in the studio. He trying to figure out over there.
I'm just gonna hold it down.
Yeah.
POP, hold it down.
Two-tone, man. How you feel over here, man?
Man, you know what time it is, man. I'm great, man. I'm feeling great today.
Yeah, man. So we're going to have a little deeper discussion than what we usually do on Drunk Unks today. You know, black mental health, you know, we go through a lot of things that we keep bottled in. And, you know, our first segment going to be called Real Talk. So one of the things I want to talk about today is, like, when is the last time you used humor to get through something, like, deep or dark? Because a lot of times that's how we use to mask it. And, you know, we do that a lot, and then it becomes like a snowball effect. So when the last time y'all did that?
Listen, I say I'm funny because of my trauma anyway, so that's a daily thing. No, for me though, I think honestly, my trauma as a kid, growing up without a father, being in a single parent household, growing up on the north end of the city of Toledo, trauma made me funny. Right, my mama was hilarious to me. My grandma funny, so humor is how I cope. Right, so it's a coping mechanism for sure, defense mechanism at times. Yeah. But I can say honestly, probably the last time is yesterday. Just when I get nervous, I think I use it a lot more. Yeah, for sure. For sure, that's a good one.
Man, I think I use it every day, just in general. I mean, I feel like growing up, you don't really have time to process trauma as black people. And I don't want to speak for everybody. I'm just speaking for myself, I guess. I didn't really have time to process that. You know, the struggles of, you know, you hear the little jokes. I went to a white school early. My mom got me out, you know, of the so-called hood early, but we stayed on the south side, so we was the poorest ones in TC. And, you know, you be the black funny guy at the school. So I was always the black funny guy. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Always using the joke. It's because I'm black, isn't it, huh? You know what I'm saying? Like, it was natural, but not really knowing until you get out of the situation years later, like, dude, I was the only black motherfucker in that. like
jokes was really serious.
I wasn't joking. I was being actually 100% serious. Yeah, so I mean, I think I use it all the time, and you don't think about it. Like, it's not a second thought. Dark humor is like, I think. We use dark humor all the time. Yeah, that's why. Yeah, you know how I get sometimes.
Go to press them dishes.
I get nasty with the dark humor. So, Ty, what about you, man?
I think I use humor all the time, just to get through the day. I think my problem is that what I think is funny, other people don't find funny, because I can just go balls to the wall. And people are like, yo, like, you just say whatever, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I'm learning that that what I think is funny, some people don't like. Some people take it as an insult. So I've had to learn. Actually, that just happened to me this past Tuesday, actually, which I'll talk about on therapy this week. But no, like, a friend had to check me this past week. She was like, yo, like, I don't know what you got going on, but like what you said, like, you thought it was funny and it wasn't cool. Like, and I had to hold myself accountable. Like, what? First of all, I didn't remember what I said because we was partaking in libations. But when she told me, I was like, man, I said that to you, and I really apologized because I thought it was funny, and to her, she was like, no, it was hurtful. You know what I'm saying? So you don't want to, like, hurt other people just because you're going through something. So that's
good though that you took that accountability though, because some people be like, man, it's my trauma or whatever, but you trauma dumping too though at the same time, and so it's like I just did it last night, like, real bad, because it was some shit on my chest, and I was like, I gotta win somewhere. I always say that. I don't care. I'm going to win somewhere. So if you make me feel like shit, I'm going to win somewhere else. Right? And so I was at a party last night, and, you know, people rubbed me the wrong way, and I was like, you know, I'm getting thrown off. I'm just in there like, you know what? So I get in a group chat. I'm just finding stickers of people. I'm finding the craziest pictures of people, and I'm just cracking jokes like, "Oh, you dusty ass nigga!" Like, like anything. Like I'm like, I gotta win somewhere, man. I'm just these people that piss me off over here. So it's like I try to use it to like just break the ice, you know, just bring myself because I know they're gonna crack back, and it's just like I feel safe over here. This is a comfortable place for me to crack jokes, and, you know, be myself. So it's like I gotta bring myself back down to reality sometimes because it's like I can easily lash out.
Yeah.
Like that's the easiest thing to do is lash out, and then you're gonna be portrayed as an angry black man, which I don't want to be.
So to go right off this, would we say it's easier for us to make dark humor than it is to actually for us to deal with our trauma?
Which I think dark humor is trauma.
Yeah, I don't know. I love me some dark humor just because it to me is funny.
Right.
So I'll say I'm not going to tell the story on air, but because it's not about me. It's about somebody else.
Yeah, okay.
But a friend of mine was dealing with a family member passing,
Right.
Yeah.
and I remember she like sent us a video in the group chat of her like unboxing like her family member stuff.
Okay.
And she was like she was unboxing it, and then she was like going through the stuff, and she was like, damn, this is dusty as fuck. Like she was like but it like our group chat was like, yo, like you wild. But I'm cracking up though, like weak. Like I asked her, I was like, yo, I'm like, so are y'all gonna have like, you know, Thanksgiving or Christmas this year? She was like, what the fuck for? Like he's already like, and I was just like, but to me that stuff is funny, but like other people don't find it funny.
Yeah.
So I think everybody's level of comedy is or what's funny is different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think it becomes a problem when your dark humor is like, now you're talking about like self-harm or things like that.
Yeah.
Now it's not funny, and now we need to call somebody.
serious.
We gotta get
Yeah.
you some help.
Yeah.
I had a moment like that too, Ty, but I ain't got time to beef with my family today.
We can go there for hours.
Because I'm
We can go
nasty.
there for we can go there for hours.
Yeah, I'm nasty with it
beefing
because
never mind.
we just gonna keep it. I want to say it.
It's right there, huh?
It's right there. And it's like the intrusive thoughts is kicking in. Like, just do it. But anyways, like growing up, like what's a phrase that you heard like when you were emotional, like, okay, like I know my dad's always like, come on man, toughen up. Like or something that made you bottle your emotions in.
My mom was kind of. I grew up with my mom and my grandma, so for me, I didn't hear much of the like put some dirt on it, that type of stuff. I feel like that was more men stuff.
Yeah.
I might have heard something like, "You'll be all right." We weren't talking about emotions though, so it wasn't like communicate that to me, talk to me about that. Let's have a conversation. Let's sit down. I wasn't hearing any of that stuff.
Yeah.
So I guess that was more my side of the trauma of like. I can't remember. I think my mom, the sex conversation with my mom had with me was like, if we was watching Oprah and it was giving condoms on Oprah and she was like, you know what a condom is? And I was like, no. And then that was a sex conversation. Right? Like, so I feel like when we're talking about those emotional depth conversations and shutting down my emotions, my mom wasn't doing that, but she wasn't really giving me emotional depth either.
Yeah.
So it's kind of twofold.
Yeah. Okay. I read. So what's the time?
See, my mom, she was in the military, and she was a single parent. And you gotta think, like, her mindset. I mean, I didn't find out, really understand her mindset until, like, after, you know, obviously until we get older and everything. But she was raising two black boys, like two black men.
In America.
In America, you know what I'm saying? So a lot of phrase that I heard all the time was, and, you know, I'm thankful for it now, is stop being a punk. Like, I was very more in tune to my emotions as a kid. You know, I cried, you know, and things like that, and stuff hurt me, and I wondered why and everything like that. My mom, she got me to stop being a punk to a point, but it helped me to become stronger and deal with shit that was like today on a 3-fold where you see niggas folding. You know what I'm saying nowadays? Because it don't get to me like that. You know, I was always suppressing my emotions and everything like that. But I'm thankful for it because I didn't understand it. I used to think my mom didn't love me to a point. She was always hard. Like, you gotta think that military background. Why you crying for? Come here. You know what I'm saying? We never was allowed to quit nothing. You don't matter if it was too hard, nothing like that. You know, it was there, but it made me to the person that I am now, and I'm thankful for that now. So
Yeah.
Like, my dad didn't have a dad growing up, so him raising me, he kind of was like real like, and he was in the military too. He was like real. My dad wasn't strict or anything, but he was real straightforward. He wasn't trying to hear no complaining because I was an angry kid. Like I was one of them kids that like you throw the ball at me, you hit me, I'm screaming, I'm crying, trying to chase you.
Oh, you turned up.
Yeah, so like, hey man, straighten your shit out. Stop being a punk. Stop being soft. Just hit their ass back or whatever. So I went from getting bullied to like being a bully. So it was like, but it was like I only did it to people who did it to me. So it was like he brought a different type of dog out of me.
Okay.
And it was like as I got older, he kind of started getting less and less like kind of just, all right, dial it back. Like, but my dad never was like really emotionally available. I never seen my dad cry, but once when his mom passed away, like I never seen my dad just anything. He'd just be like, I'm about to go smoke. I'm about to just go smoke this weed. I'm like, shit, you better than me. I'm in that motherfucker boo-hooing. It's not bubbling. I'm like, I can't help it. Because when that shit hits you in your chest, you just can't get past it, man. So it's just like, it was one of them things like where I couldn't be toughen up or I couldn't be hard. You feel me? I couldn't do it. Right. I didn't want to do it. Right. I'm like, I'm human. I ain't no damn robot. So I'm going to express my emotions and let this out because if not, it's going to hurt. Yeah. I'm going to hurt someone. Yeah. So I let it out. What about you, Ty?
So I was raised by my grandparents. So my grandfather was in the military as well too. But my grandmother was more like the nurturer, so I knew which one to go to. My grandparents allowed me to feel the emotion, but they never told me like how to describe it. Like I never knew like this is depression, this is anxiety, or anything like
labels.
That.
That wasn't real. That wasn't real.
It wasn't real. And so even when I got to middle school and high school, and I moved back with my mom, and she didn't really believe in like like you're not depressed. What you going through? You in middle school, and I was just like, do you understand? Hard. And I used to be like, do you understand? School is hard. Like living, let alone like So I went to Maumee. So
being black
out there, being one of the only few black kids in my class, and so just going through that experience on top of dealing with anxiety and depression, and you tell me like, oh, you don't have nothing to be depressed about. You in middle school. Girl, 7th grade is hard as hell. You don't understand that. Like academically, emotionally, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it was a lot of that. And then so like once I got older and I really wanted to know like, what is this feeling that I'm feeling? Like, why do I always get nervous when I go into these environments? Or why am I just laying around for days at a time? You know what I'm saying? So like when I got older and started going to therapy, my therapist was like, hey, yo, like this is what we call depression. This is what we call anxiety. I'm like, oh, so that's what that is. Yep. So now now that I know what it is and there's a label on it, I know now how I can control it or what my coping mechanisms need to be. But like as a kid, like it was none of that growing up. It wasn't like, what you depressed for? I'm like, I don't know. Like you should be helping me figure this out. You know what I'm saying?
Ma'am, you're depressed too. Like,
Like maybe we need to go to the doctor and figure out why I'm depressed. You know what I'm saying? So we need to talk to somebody
together.
Together. And on top of that too, my dad was in and out of jail a lot when I was growing up because he was like one of the biggest drug dealers in the city. So between that, my mom and dad, it was a lot of domestic violence with that, which is why I moved with my grandparents, and just seeing that, that kind of stuff, that takes a toll on you. You know what I'm saying? For sure. So you watching your dad go in and out of jail, you watching your mom. All my life I had to fight, you know what I'm saying? Man. And then you bouncing back and forth between your grandmother's house and then your mom's house, and then you're going to Maumee where everybody you look like a chocolate chip on a sugar cookie. You know what I'm saying? Like it was a lot going on. So like now that I'm older, I'm able to deal with it better though.
Well, was that your like therapy was the first time you finding out anxiety and depression? Like that was your first time hearing it?
Yeah, it was. I never even as a kid, I never knew anything about it, and so.
Exactly. Yeah.
Shout out to my therapist at the time. Shout out to Jocelyn Pope. She was the one that like really got me through the process of processing my trauma. And like now that like I'm not saying no one's ever over trauma, but now that I know how to deal with it, like now I'm able to recognize like, all right, this anxiety is kicking in. Let me step back. Like one of my things when my anxiety kicks in, I become an asshole. I become very irritable. And so I know me, I'm like, nope, let me Let me remove myself. And some people don't have that power to do that. Some people will, they will sit in the environment. They will be so negative. And I'm like, I know me. If I know that I'm in a bad space, I'm not bringing that energy around people.
Yep.
So I know that like when I'm irritable, I either will try not to be an asshole, but I get very quiet. And that's me trying to process the anxiety. So if you ever see me, if you're watching the show, if you ever see me just being quiet, just mind your business. just leave me alone. I'm processing some shit right now, and it's talk to me about 15 minutes. We're gonna be good.
Yeah.
Maybe talk to me tomorrow. Honestly.
Yeah. Wait till the next day.
Wait till the next day. Yeah.
That's real.
My man's had to tell me like I had anxiety. I'm sitting with him and we just sitting there. I think we was watching a football game and my team losing or whatever. And out of nowhere, like I do this tapping thing with my knee, and it's just normal. I do it all the time. And he hurt the hip. He got like hardwood floors, so you could kind of hear the tapping and everything. Like, Tone, chill the fuck out. Yeah. I'm like, my bad, bro. Like, I'm kind of nervous, whatever. And it's like, I didn't even realize like a thing that I do normally on a normal day, like, and that's anxiety. Like, oh wow. Yeah. Put a name to it. You know what I'm saying? Like it was a shell shocker. Like this is anxiety. I have anxiety. I don't get anxiety. What the fuck is?
You're not allowed to have anxiety.
Exactly. Like
we're not allowed to have it.
So yeah.
But before we get to our next segment, man, we're gonna take a quick commercial break. But before we take the break, we're gonna pay a few bills, like my guy Ty said. So we're gonna shout out Lee Homes Group Home, man. A group home built on care, structure, and family values at Lee Homes. Residents are treated with respect and compassion so they can grow and thrive in a safe, supportive environment. Shout out to Lee Homes on Facebook. You can follow them on Lee Homes. And then the last one is Lois Helping Hands Home Health Aid, which is a group home as a nurse home for elderly. They bring professional, compassionate care to your doorstep, help your loved ones stay independent, comfortable, and safe at home. And you can follow them at Lois Helping Hands at Facebook.com, and you can call them at 419-450-4599, and you can meet up with them at the 5702 Angola Road location, and we can take our commercial break.
Yep. And before we do that, we got to shout out Gallantac and the Boys and All, because they are the sponsor of the 419 Grind Network and all the shows here on the network, as well as P360 Studio, which is where we host the show. So we got to shout out the big people before we take the commercial break. So also make sure you go and download the 419 Grind app, which you can find all of your shows, including the Rise and Grind Morning Show, Weekend Show, and Drunk Unks is on there as well, too, on the sports section. So make sure you go and download the app on your Roku or Fire TV. We're going to pay some bills, and we'll be right back, y'all.
Your first impression matters. What if your business could introduce itself in just 60 seconds? Anytime, anywhere. Business cards get tossed. Social posts get lost. But video connects. It lets people see your face, hear your voice, and trust your story. At Project 360 Studios, we create business spotlight videos. Short professional films that introduce who you are, what you do, and why people should choose you. Here's how it works. Step 1, plan. We help craft your story. Step 2, film in our studio or on location. Step 3, edit. We brand it with your logo, colors, and music. Step 4, deliver a powerful video you can use everywhere. Share it on your website, social media, email signature, anywhere you want to make a lasting first impression. Don't just hand out your business card. Let people meet you. Book your business spotlight video today at Project 360 Studios.
Get some of this Stacks chicken. It's the best chicken in the city.
I will stand in this line as long as I have to. If you have yet to try Stacks chicken this summer,
and reggae kitchen. Every little thing just sizzling. From yard man spice to island rhythm. Put some soul in the pot, then listen. Jamarit and reggae kitchen. One plate mash up your system. Take a bite, feel the bass in your chest. Then every belly start dance to the hymn them. Rice and peas in a big pan, jack smoke. Right name in the sky. Grandma hum. One old hymn song, you them bust joke, laugh till them cry. Lime wedge cool down the thing them. Sweet sauce drip off your chin. You say you just come for a small friend, but you go 3 plate deep, can't pretend. Jamarit and reggae kitchen. Every little thing just sizzling. From yard man spice to island rhythm. Put some soul in the pot then.
Give me one for the wake up. I'm so grateful for another day to help stimulate the mental. Time to strategize, huddle up, where's your circle? I can feel the movement radiate through the convo. Talk is cheap, turn your faith into work. I drink my second cup and put my hands in the dirt. 2 cups, drinking straight drip from the earth. Caffeinated conversations, you heard them here first. One for the wake up. One for the wake up. You heard him here first.
Go ahead.
What's going on, everybody? We are back at Drunk Unks Podcast, man. We're going to continue our segment on Real Talk, man, because we had some good dialogue going on, man. So the first thing I want to do is ask y'all, like, who was the first person that you, like, showed you healthy emotion? I found mine at a young age, but it just hit me as I got older. I didn't realize it. Yeah, like, who showed you, it's like regulate your emotions?
I didn't learn that till I went to therapy myself. Yeah. Just to be honest, I had to go to therapy. I started off going individual therapy, and then I was married at a point in time. So before I got divorced, we went to couples counseling. That's where I learned that non-conflict was bad. Yeah. And I learned about emotions. Even being a therapist, I had to go to therapy to realize how to manage my own emotions. Because just because you get a degree and you go to school does not say you can regulate emotions. Yeah. It just says that you now can help others regulate their emotions.
Right. Yeah. You got to deal with a lot too and take in a lot too. So it's like that's a lot on you.
Yeah. So going to therapy, I think, is the first time I realized, like, okay, I can regulate my emotions in that way. Because before then, I wasn't. Yeah. Genuinely.
Yeah. I think for me, mine was my older cousin. I didn't really realize this until about a week ago when I told you I was like beefing with my family and stuff. I was like, damn, he was on this like at a young age. Like he was really like setting boundaries and like he wasn't going for none of that like disrespect. He was, you can call it regulating emotions. But I think this setting boundaries is so impressive for me at a young age because I used to be like, man, why? I just always think he was weird. I used to think my older cousin was weird, but I'm like, he was way ahead of his time. Like he was like 14. Like telling him, I'm not coming because I just don't feel the need to be there if this is what's going on and that's what we're not doing anything productive, positive, and he just kind of just off the grid to himself. Yep. If you needed him, he was there. If you didn't need him, you're not gonna hear from him. He jumping off of sky. He jumping out of planes and all type of stuff. So I'm just like, I was looking back last week. I was smoking. I was like, damn, he was way ahead of his time when it came like setting boundaries and like just really not like playing around with people. Yeah. Like he was just real straightforward, you know, had that military background, and it was like, it made sense.
Yeah, that's good. I think I learned mine. I mean, I think I got 2 because football was easy. Like for me, once I got into football, that's where like all my energy was in high school. So like playing that, it was easy to regulate emotions because I was just so football centric. It was something to keep your focus on. I didn't realize until after, like, when all that, I think George Floyd stuff started happening and everything like that, I started to wonder why I was like feeling all these different emotions, and my mom helped me regulate them because she kind of told me like, you're an empath. And I don't know if you know what an empath is, or y'all know it. You feel other people's energy and you take it on, and it could be a lot. Like it can be a lot. You don't know why you're sad. You don't know why you're mad. You could be happy one moment, sad the next moment, like just that quick. And my mom had to kind of like show me how to be able to sometimes turn that off, shield myself, like you said, making boundaries with people and everything like that, because you do feel other people's emotion. If you got people all the time talking to you and sad and everything, you're gonna be sad too. So I gotta give credit to my mom for that, you know, just let me realize that, I gotta slow down a little bit, you know, protect my peace. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Because in order to give, you have to have. What about you, Todd?
I think the person who taught me to regulate my emotion was my therapist. Like I said, growing up, you know, nobody really told me what anxiety and depression was and things like that. So going to a licensed professional whose job, you know, who's gone to school all these years and study this, and their job is to tell you how to, what your emotions are and how to feel them. That was the first time like I really learned how to label my emotions and also how to regulate them, because I used to address everything. Like I was like the type of like, you said what? You know what I'm saying? They be like, hey yo, chill. Like, hey yo, you talking to me? So like I was, and I knew how people can hurt people physically. I knew I can hurt you verbally. Like I was a verbal assassin. Like I was when I was in high school. When I was in high school, like I will say some stuff to you that you probably gonna write about me in your journal later.
Damn.
Burn book.
Like I probably was in a few people's burn book. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the thing was like, you know, when you get older, you realize that your anger and your emotions, when you don't regulate them, they have consequences.
Yep.
And so, you know, as I got older, you just learn like to protect your peace. You don't have to, if you don't address everything, you will protect your peace. Yeah. But every time you address something, you are disrupting your peace. So some stuff I've learned as an adult, especially, you know, now I'm about to be 38. Some stuff I've learned, you just gotta let people have it. Like you win, like, yeah, you got it. And to them, they may think they may have think that they won or thought they won, but they really didn't. Because at the end of the day, guess what? I'm walking away with peace, but you still standing there pissed off.
Yeah.
So I've just learned to just let people have it.
They win the race, you won the war.
Yeah.
Sometimes the best response is no response.
Yeah.
And that's not a cop out. That's not a cop out. Is, you know,
especially for men. Like we get into that space and we walk away from something that we less than. It's like just walk away from it.
Oh, you're a bitch. You're this. Like, come on, dude. I'm trying to be the bigger person, and you just know, like, we get nothing out of this. Fighting at our age or arguing or anything. It's just like we can be bigger, man, and talk it out. Like that's why I hate I got into certain situations with people. It's like it didn't take that much. We was just trying to be macho man.
Yep.
It's like,
Trying to prove your point.
Man, I tell my coaching and telling my kids that all the time. That like that's one of the biggest things that you see now in like young black males is everything is like, what did you say? Oh, you think I'm a pussy? You think I'm a bitch? You think these things is like, dude, this is better just to walk away. Like, you not no bitch for walking away. You not no thing for protecting. You not nothing. Like, this is protecting yourself. You don't got to deal with that. It's unnecessary. You know, people then died over simple
small
things.
Stuff.
All you got to all you got to do was walk away.
Yeah. And then, too, you know, as you get older, you realize that, you know, not only you protecting your peace, but you have to protect things that you worked hard for.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Your job, your career, your brand. And me as a teacher, you know, our job is to study people.
100%.
There are people who thrive off intentionally pissing people off.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Come on, man. like what?
Trying to get you to throw your life away.
They trying to get you to throw their life away. And so when you study them and you've been around them for a while, you be like, oh, I see how you move. Yeah. So I know when you make that move, I'm not going for it because you are intentionally trying to piss me off and it's not going to work. So eventually, to me, it's kind of like what I tell my kids at school, like, they're trying to make you mad. Yeah. So once they realize they can't make you mad no more, they go to the next person.
Yep.
Because people who intentionally piss people off, they watch you. Yes. They know that you will crash out. So they're like, oh, they studying you. Yep. So when they realize that you doing the opposite, they like, oh shoot, well let me leave him alone. Let me go to the next crash out because T. Cole over there, he ain't bothered. But I know Tone. I said, oh yeah. Yep.
Like, I'm glad you said that, Todd, because I deal with that like every day at the job I work at. It's like every day this little boy know how to get to all the kids, and he just got to say good boy.
Yeah.
All it takes is one good boy. The whole house turned up. They I'm not a pussy. I'm not. And I'm just like, bro, if y'all see, as soon as y'all be quiet, he literally stops. But the more y'all go, we'll be doing this for 2 hours. Good boy, bad boy, good dog. And they'd be like, the kids will really be mad. I'm like, are y'all serious right now?
Yeah, a lot of time that just be attention seeking.
Yeah, like reel it in. Like reel it in. Like y'all letting these words hurt. I'm like, y'all didn't grow up in our era. I'm like, you would have been called some other stuff.
Yeah.
Oh
And
man,
good boy would have been the best thing you would have been called. So,
But I mean, I ain't gonna. I mean, good boy is crazy. That's
That's crazy. He might have caught a couple. He might have caught a couple five.
y'all ever been in Call of Duty lobby? A Call of Duty lobby back in like Modern Warfare?
I used to heard that used to be crazy. They used to be in there
I was getting the
up.
call and stuff I ain't never heard in my life. That built so much character,
Yeah, that's what I
so
heard.
much mental fortitude. I was like, what? This different type of racism.
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah.
This guy was like, white people actually are creative. Like, I'm like, they get their back for that racism.
They're
though.
very creative when it gets to racism.
I mean, it's certain words that don't bother me, but I ain't gonna lie. It's one word that people use when you be like, bro, you weird.
Weird gets
Weird is a trigger.
that sends me.
Weird is like that's a big one. Like that's
Yeah.
like when females say don't say moist. Like that's
Yeah.
like that trigger.
Like,
Weird. Like what you mean I'm acting weird?
Especially when you add weird AF, like weird as fuck. You not just weird, you weird
That's
as
the one.
fuck. That's the one.
That's the one.
That's the one. Like you can say like, dude, like you was acting weird last night, but when you like, dude, you weird as fuck. What?
That's the one.
That's
what are you talking about? Like
that's the trigger.
Especially if you see it on the text because they sound so aggressive.
Yeah, and the word just looks aggressive.
Yeah, like,
I don't know how the word looks aggressive, but it look aggressive.
me?
A lot of delete.
Yeah, like come on.
Three dots is hold on, real strong.
Boom, undo. But man, no, since we having a good topic about that, I want to say like, because this was personal for me, and I don't know about y'all, but it's like we was talking about the workplace moment. Has a workplace moment or a financial hit ever like did something to you mentally right away?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's a big one for me, because it took me a long time to bounce back from mine. So it's like, and I'll go into mine after one of y'all talk about yours first.
So I got fired back in like 2017 from a big boy job, and it threw me for a loop. That whole year kind of threw me for a loop. And I think knowing as a man, if I would have been able to handle my emotions a little bit differently, I think I would have handled that situation a lot differently. But I think it also, now looking back at it, it was needed for my journey.
Yeah.
Right. Then in the moment, I was like, "Oh, what we gonna do? I ain't never been fired before. What? I ain't got no finance. I was married at the time, so it was like figuring out finances. That was an issue.
Stuff, yeah.
So I think as a man in 2017, if I would have been able to have a support system, have a therapist, it could have helped me process some of that stuff, because I was carrying it by myself. And as a man, we know how to carry. When we carry stuff by ourselves, we isolate. We start taking it out on people around us.
Talk about it.
We don't do the things that are appropriate for us to get through the stuff. So
I agree 1,000%.
yeah, I think when I got fired in 2017, that definitely threw me for a loop. But it was needed for my journey too. It taught me a lot about like trusting people and stuff like that.
Yeah, I think that's kind of like what mine was. I think mine was in 2020. I left the job I was at. I was making good money, like you said, big boy job. I was making good money, and I took a leap of faith because they promised me a lot.
Yeah.
They were like, "Oh, you're gonna come over here, you're gonna be a manager," and da da da. I'm like, "Oh, bet." So I leave my job. I was there forever. I'm like, "Oh, let's get it." Go over there. They didn't promise me the things I got once I got over there. He's like, "Oh, you gonna start on the floor? Then we gonna move." I'm like, "Nah, bro. I just
Something sound right now.
Then y'all working me like a Hebrew. I'm like, So I just like, instead of just like hold my head down, wait my time, 2 months, whatever it was, I just snapped. And I was just seeing red. I'm like, y'all got me. Like, if I could have talked to somebody more than my dad, it'd have been like, okay, just stick it out, because you got your family behind you. So my dad always tell me, I got my family behind you. He always gonna say, oh, you got your family, you got things, but it's like, I'm raging right now. I don't even want to hear from you right now. Like, I want to hear from somebody else, because you just gonna keep saying the same thing anyways. So it's like, I need a different perspective, something fresh, and that put me in a deep space, because financially, I had just bought a house, and then I had the car. So it's like, damn, we like kind of post-COVID. It's like it was a lot. So it's like that put me in a hole financially. My mental was in hell for like a good year. It was causing all type of financial issues and issues with my relationship that I was in, and I'm like, yeah. But then it's funny, you was a therapist, so I ended up talking to Cecil. You know, we had the therapy thing, and I was like, I feel so much better. I had a weight off my shoulder, because we had a different perspective. We had somebody else step in the room and hear us out and talk, you know. And once I got back on my feet, things were good. And it was just like, I need to hear somebody different though. Yeah. Besides my dad, because they're going to just tell you what you want to hear. Right? Yeah. Most of the time they're going to tell you what you want to hear, or to lighten the load up a little bit, right. To not lighten the punch up. So you got one time? Man,
I don't think, like, I ain't never been fired, but I had an opportunity. Like, I had a good job going, and you get into that, like, that salesman, you know, they making great money, you know what I'm saying, getting you Ponzi scheme or something like that. Scheme, whatever, and they try to get you, and I tried that for a little bit. Like, I try to put my whole all in it. You don't make any money. I don't look, people that making money out there from it, look, kudos to you, but it put me in a financial bind. And I don't know if you ever been in a financial bind, what do? You isolate yourself away from everybody, from your family, from your friends to peers, whatever. You just isolate yourself. And that isolation put me in a dark place, 100%. Because one, you're not trying to ask for help. Correct. Right? You're a man. You got to do this on your own. Like, these are your own decisions that you have made for yourself. So now you got to live with it. And I think learning from that, of just asking for help, man. Like, it's okay to ask for help. It does not make you weak. It does not make you not strong. It does not make you less of a man. It actually could make you more of a man to realize that you need help and go ask for the help and go get it that you need it. So it took me a while to realize that, but asking for help really helped me, like, damn, I don't need to isolate. Like, there are people around me that, one, been through the situation that I've been through. Like, I could have been said this and would have been out this situation. So I wish I would have just asked for help a little bit quicker. You know what I'm saying?
What about you, Todd?
I was in a financial bind during COVID because well, nobody sending their kids to school.
That's valid.
I mean, they shut school down, and the school was like, you know, we'll pay y'all for throughout the rest of the year, because we shut down in March. But then, like, once the new the school year that was supposed to start, the 2020-21 school year, they was like, nah, like, ain't nobody coming to school. And we was like, so what we gonna do? They was like, I don't know, but the governor said the school is closed. So, like, I was like, yo, like, how we gonna pay these bills? Like, what we gonna do? I mean, because you would never think that, like, something that you went to school for and paid all this money for to go to college, and then just for the orange man to be like, yo, like, we ain't sending nobody to school because of COVID and this and this and that and that. That was the first time that I ever felt not secured in my job, like, in my career. And at that point, I think I had been teaching. So I've been teaching since 2012. So that was what I was, how many years is that?
About
19 years, something like that. So I was pretty much good in the game. So, you know, you never think that, like, your job can just be taken away in one swoop. So I was depressed for a while. Like, I was like, yo, I mean, shout out to the STEMI. The STEMI was great. But the STEMI,
shout out to STEMI.
STEMI and free food stamps. I was like, yo, this is what ghetto fabulous feels like, getting these food stamps. Like, yeah. Crab legs. Yeah, but I was selling mine too, because we got bills to pay. So.
we need it all though.
Yeah. But that taught me from that day forward to always have multiple streams of income.
Always.
And so, you know, I said I would never let anybody else have my fate in their hands ever again. You'll never be able to control that again.
I remember saying that to myself after I got fired. No one will ever be able to control what I do going forward besides myself.
Besides myself, yeah. And so I started taking bartending classes because I was like, people love the bar. They're going to come to the bar during the panini anyway, so you might as well just go ahead and go get them bartending classes. So I learned how to bartend. Shout out to Aisha. And I worked at Spotlight for about a year. Made some great money. Like, I made money to pay bills and was still getting the $35 round trip flights from Spirit. You know what I'm saying?
R.I.P. to Spirit.
R.I.P. to Spirit, man. But yeah, that was...
And them COVID flight prices.
Yeah. But that was the first time where it really, a financial situation really messed with my mental. And so I just started getting in my bag, and I was like, you know, I think COVID was the perfect time for everybody because you started to really sit and like, I know I have these talents and these gifts that I need to use, but I don't have time to use them because we working, right?
Yep.
And life is happening. And so my motto from that day forward has always been stop surviving and start applying.
Yep.
We done surviving.
Yeah, I agree with you.
We done
Ty.
surviving.
I agree with you 1,000%.
Yeah. Stop surviving and start applying.
Yeah, a lot of people didn't use their talents, you know. So it's like we sitting on dead degrees and everything, and we just doing a lot of nothing. Like I was in the factory with a degree. Like what am I doing? I just wasted all that time and money. And so like Ty said, I got up and was like, man, I can't keep doing this. And I kept going job to job. My dad like, you keep going. You gotta stop. I'm like, no, I know what I want. It is not. I gotta learn. I gotta have these experiences so I know what I want. I'm like, he like, but you gotta worry about your family. I said, well, let me worry about my family. I ain't gonna put them back in another bad predicament. So let me worry about myself. And now my dad be like, damn, you was right. He was like, older people don't understand that because my dad been at the same job for 36 years.
Yeah, I was just about to say that.
So older people don't really. They be like looking at you crazy, like you about to do what? You about to quit? You making good money? But I want to shoot myself every day I go to work. Just because my check is good don't mean my mental good.
Correct.
And it's like I was on a forklift at my job crying, bawling my eyes out. They said, Terrence, I said, I got to go home. They talking about, no, if you leave, you're fired. So, well, I guess I'm fired. I hopped off that motherfucking forklift. I said, deuces. And I ain't never been back. And I just been going, doing my own thing, podcasting, everything. I'm everywhere. I'm doing everything. Writing kids' books. So it's like, apply yourself. It's stuff out there to make money that's fun. That you will enjoy doing. That you just never think about because you so busy in the rat race the whole time thinking like, oh, okay, I can't make money doing this. I sold kids books, dude, and I had a blast doing it. Like I had a blast doing that. Like reading it to my kids, like what? I made money from it. So that was a positive thing for me. So
yeah. But I also try to give our the older generation some grace because they didn't have a lot of the resources that we had now. So they had no choice but to work factory jobs and whatnot. But also to the older generation, don't knock us for doing something that you didn't have the chance to do. That's not our fault.
Or the bravery to do it.
Like how you mad at me because y'all couldn't do what we was doing? You know what I'm saying? Like right now we are doing a Creators Fest for the 419 grind, and literally I just told somebody, I said, while you're sitting on Facebook scrolling all the time, your phone is your money maker. Like there are people who are making tons of money just streaming, just being on TikTok live. You know what I'm saying? There are people who go to the bar every day. Instead of going to the bar every day, become a bartender. Make some money. Make some money.
There was a TikTok I saw that every time you open one of them apps, you should be creating a video.
That's deep.
Yeah, every time instead of scrolling all the time, just create a video. Every time you open it, go do something with it.
I'll be cooked. I'll be so cooked.
Because I feel like we're in a content era right now, right? Technology is becoming a content era. So
it's a discouraging thing when you create the content and it don't hit like you want.
It's not supposed. I literally saw another video that said it took Babe Ruth so many numbers to hit a home run. And it was still like 5%, right? It took Michael Jordan so many shots before, and it was still a certain percent, right? We get so caught up in the fact that we post one video and then it's not hitting. If you don't post 100, if you post 100 videos and at least 50 of them hit, that's still 50%, right? But if you post one video and expect 1 out of 1 to hit every single time, you're not going to hit. But if you post 10 videos and at least 2 of them hit, at least you got 20%.
Hey, I like that.
Then the one video I saw is we get so caught up in likes and shares, right? And the video started off with a great hook. Like, just imagine if 10 people played in your butt, right? What? Imagine if 10 people just walked up to you playing in your butt. And it was like, dang.
Playing in your what?
Playing in your butt. That's how she started off the video. Just imagine 10 people just walked up to you. But it's like, when we think about those likes, you got to think 10 people give you, say you walk outside today and 10 people give you compliments. 10 likes is a lot, right? We get so caught up in the numbers that we don't realize how much those numbers really are bigger than what they are. But that's how it caught me off guard. She was like, you playing in your butt. You like, whoa.
You gonna repeat that on the good Lord's day.
I love it. Because that's how the video started.
I love it.
It was an attention. It grabbed your attention.
But it grabbed my attention, so I kept listening. I was like, that makes so much sense. We get so caught up in small numbers of likes and shares that we don't really realize. Like 20 likes is a lot. That's a lot. That's 20 people. You put in a room 20 people, you like, oh, that's a lot of people. Let me go in that corner over there.
Yeah.
Right. But or 20 people give you a compliment.
Yeah, for sure.
And you at a grocery store, you walk up and you just getting some groceries, and 20 people like, oh, I like what you got on. And you like, oh, I'm overwhelmed, I'm overstimulated. But we're so caught up in I posted it and only got 10 likes.
Yeah. And sometimes you have to drop the content and just let it cook, walk away. Like it's not going to hit every time. But then you think about those 20 likes, you don't know who those 20 people know.
Yeah,
they could share it, and next thing you know, you got a new sponsor from Yark or Taylor Kia or something. You know what I'm saying? You don't know who those 20 people know, so don't be discouraged if you only get 10 likes or 20 likes. Really, honestly, sometimes I care more about the views and I'll be looking at the likes.
And people watching.
People
are watching.
People
are
everywhere.
I sometimes when I look at the views, it just pisses me off though.
Because it don't match the numbers.
Yeah, because you have 2.7 thousand views, but you have 9 likes. I'm
but then you have to also realize, think about that 2.7 views, right? 2.7. That means somebody held their phone open and been like, look at Tico.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. That's what we're missing. The fact that we don't know if somebody was talking about you.
Yeah. It's a mental thing.
Yeah. And so we it's the visual thing. Yeah.
And it's like this era that we in. It's like you got like just like the picture. Just like just like the picture, motherfucker. Like you see it. Just like it.
And you also got to think about too, is like those 2.5 whatever people, just because they didn't like it, they probably went to YouTube to subscribe to your channel instead of the like. I'd rather you go to YouTube and subscribe to the show versus hitting the like.
Please.
For sure. Well, man, I appreciate y'all joining us today on our podcast, man. Before we get out of here, I want to shout out to Bounce Z's LLC Party and Inflatable Rentals. Make your next party easy with Bounce Z's LLC. From bounce houses all day to inflatable rentals, Bounce Z's keeps the kids hyped up and adults stress free. Follow them on all platforms on Bounce Z's SS. And thank you for joining us on Drunk Unks Podcast.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, before we get up out of here, we got to say shout out to Gallon Tag and Boys and Not, as well as P360 Studios for being sponsors of everything you see here on the 419 Grind Network. And make sure you go and download the app. Available on Roku TV and Fire TV or wherever you download your favorite shows, including shows like the Drunk Unks Podcast.